Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Lowdown. I'm your host, Dob Low, and thank God we're back. Really, take 10 seconds to thank God we're back when the show's over. Maybe it'll make you feel better. Okay, guys. Look, last week we went through a whole week together. That was so awesome. I loved it. I've been excited for today's show all weekend. I wanted to wake up Saturday and Sunday and do another 10 minutes and another 10 minutes. I really love doing this, and thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for also, when you're seeing me out in public, talking to me about it. That makes my day. I stepped out on the porch there Friday morning. My neighbor yelled over to me, "Happy Independence Day." So I yelled it back. He told me he'd been listening to my show. I had no idea he was listening to my show. It kind of surprised me. Next thing I know, I'm walking through the grass and we're talking about the big, beautiful bill. And it just felt good. It really did. So, guys, for all you guys that are listening, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. You guys would be amazed some of the places we've got people listening from. I've got some friends in Thailand, some friends in Europe. I've got 2 friends in Israel. I don't know how everybody feels about that, but I do. And I think everybody's been listening, so it's really cool. Just keep listening, guys, and I'm going to keep bringing you the best product I can. So Independence Day brings me up to a little topic right here. Oh, before I talk about that, guys, I had an interview lined up. Was fully prepared. Me and the person I was going to be interviewing had already talked, and we're ready. And we had some technical difficulties with the products that I had bought to do it with. The microphones we had were not going to work. And the only way I could make it work, it was going to be such low quality. I think Bin Laden had a better broadcast in a cave in 2002. So I just nixed it. I am going to bring you an interview. I'm going to do my best to bring you all kinds of interviews. We just got to figure it all out. So give me a little grace there. Let me figure that out, and I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to try to get that old Amazon Prime shipping here quick and easy. That way I can get you the show next weekend. But that's on me. That's my fault. Sorry about that. I am going to try my best. Okay, now, back to what I was saying. Sorry. Independence Day. Two things out of that happened that really opened my eyes. One, my brother-in-law had to move out to Montana. So they don't have fireworks show out there because of the burn risk, which makes sense. They do the drone shows. And the drone shows are really, really cool. They can really do some cool stuff with them. But man, there's something about smelling black powder on the 4th of July that just gets my old heart a-pumping. Makes me feel like an American. Makes me feel like a man. Seriously, the black powder smell is kind of my favorite part. The other thing that happened on Independence Day is there was a little teenage girl in control of the aux. She had her big Bluetooth speaker with her, and I wasn't paying any attention to what she was really playing. Just sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear a song that I knew. And as it started, I was singing along before I realized what it even was. My mouth was moving and words were coming out that matched the song. Somehow this girl was playing the Army song. I haven't heard the Army song in about 8 years. And somehow deep in my heart, I know every word. So I'm still trying to figure out how that makes me feel. There. We don't have time for feelings, people. It's Monday. Guys, I got some cool news here for you. Oh, and I missed Song of the Day twice last week. I got so pumped up and fired up about the 4th of July, about Independence Day, it just slipped my brain. And that kind of stinks because those are 2 freebie days for Song of the Day because I got so much good patriotic music I could have shouted out. So Everyone I talked to called me out about it too. Don't think I got away with it. Everyone let me know that I missed it. So I will do better, people. I will do better. All right, guys, I got a little bit of news for you today. So let's get to it. Everybody has seen the Guadalupe River flooding down there in Texas. And I'm not going to cover something that is super sad that we've already seen a bunch of headlines on ourselves, unless there is some really, really good news that comes out of it, breaking news type of stuff. I will try to push that out as the week goes on. People do survive. People go through the impossible to survive because the will to live is much stronger than people realize. You will go through things that you never even thought humanly possible to survive. And when it's all over, it'll be like a dream. So don't give up on those people. They might be clinging to life in a treetop somewhere. And while we're talking about that, the point I wanted to make here, a little bit of news that I found, is there's a Coast Guard swimmer, Scott Ruscan, who has saved 165 lives. They're flying him in via Black Hawk with the Army, and this man is getting into that river over and over and over again through all the debris, through floating trees and rocks and pieces of houses and car hoods. He's getting in that river and he's saving people selflessly. So there are some heroes out there. So Scott Ruscan, you're the hero of the day. You're the hero of the week. You'll probably never hear this, but we appreciate you. We love you. And here at the Lowdown, you're the kind of people this show is exactly for. You're the ideal poster child for what it means to be an American, to selflessly serve other Americans. Thank you. Speaking about the Coast Guard, it's always been my understanding within the Department of Defense, and I don't know if the Coast Guard is even in DOD anymore. Probably should have looked that up before I said it, but I digress. It seems to me that the Coast Guard might be the only branch that really does their job or has the potential for doing their job on a daily basis, anytime, anywhere. Because the Army, unless you deploy, you're not doing your job every single day. Marines, I think, is kind of the same. Navy, unless you're actually out there at the sea, so the Air Force probably does their job quite a bit more than the other branches too on a daily basis, just because they have the ability to, through drones and stuff. But the Coast Guard really has the potential to be doing their job every day. So that's interesting to me. I think Coast Guard probably doesn't get enough credit there. All right, moving on. The DOJ and the FBI confirm that the Epstein client list never existed, and they confirm that it was a suicide. Okay, well, I don't know if they know this, but we don't trust them already, so that really doesn't change anyone's mind. And if that is true, then what was Pam Bondi talking about in February that she had it on her desk? Okay, now I don't know, but someone somewhere is lying, which is not surprising, but just a little bit of transparency would be nice. I don't know why I still care about transparency when we're quite obviously never going to see that. But it would be nice, right? A man can dream. I'm not giving up on that, and I'll be arguing for transparency until it's over. Guys, we got 30 seconds left, and I've got one point to make here. Do you guys know what discipline really is? I want to walk you into Monday with the thought of discipline, not motivation, because that disappears. Discipline, undeniable discipline. So I'm going to tell you what discipline really is. It's when your identity is so clear that you stop negotiating with your feelings. When you know who you are so intrinsically that you cannot deny it. Even to yourself, you cannot argue it. So find your identity and make it undeniable to yourself mostly. Guys, let's go kick some tail today. Tomorrow we got Too Tough Tuesday, and I got 2 hours worth of talking points, and I'm going to fit into 10 minutes, and I'm going to get you fired up. I'm fired up about Too Tough Tuesday. It's by far my favorite day of the show. So tune back in tomorrow. Let's get a song of the day. That way nobody else calls me out and gets me in trouble here. I'm thinking let's change it up a little bit. It's Monday. Turn that old volume knob up. Get a cup of joe. Get a cup of mud. Hit the door and let's get it done. I'm going to call out Dreamwalker by a band called Dog Park. Dreamwalker by Dog Park. You guys enjoy your day. If you don't enjoy it, get it done anyways. I love you. See y'all tomorrow.